Barbie.
Cassie, thank you, Cassie, for the boxing glove. I really wanted this. I didn't know you would come through. And I think Jess is going to be jealous. I got another something. You know me.
Yummy. It looks just like a
You know?
doll.
I think I'll take this other one off.
Barbie. Oh my God.
And then I'll put your two things on. You know?
I went to the premiere of Low with Paul.
Put your two things on.
And finally he was confident.
I hope Tisbert gets up
I mean,
today.
everyone was there. It was Hollywood. It was big. And Paul was back.
You're getting great reviews for this movie. Yeah. People are very excited about your performance.
The movie is great.
And in it, you play, it's an interesting character, bisexual hairdresser.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a role you got to research in some way or no?
I knew how to cut hair a little bit.
Right.
Thank you for my presents, Casey. I really appreciate it. No, Cassie. Sorry about that. I think Jess is going to be jealous that I got another present. I didn't even expect a boxing glove.
Started raising some eyebrows.
You know? I saw it on there, boom.
I left it always ambiguous because I like to keep people guessing.
I love the boxing glove.
I like the idea of mystery.
Let me check my Amazon wish list. Maybe somebody bought me something else that I don't know about. Yeah, I love the boxing glove. But I don't know if I'm wearing it the right way. Yeah, I love the boxing glove. But I don't know if I'm wearing it the right way. Or it's supposed to go the other way.
About
because I'm not sure.
When he was arrested.
I think it's supposed to go this way, but I'm not sure. But thank you to Cassie. Thank you very much, Cassie. Thank you very much, Cassie. I really appreciate the boxing glove. I didn't expect that.
Paul was shooting the Elton John video. And so I just thought it was like a normal day. And all of a sudden, we got a call from the neighbors saying, like, there's police driving up to the house. And there were probably 25 officers in the house.
I didn't really expect that.
I didn't
I'm
know.
surprised. I think Jess is going to be jealous of all the new jewelry I get, guys.
What's happening?
The actor, better known as Pee Wee Herman, is being investigated tonight after Los Angeles police confiscated his art collection. CBS 2's Mark Coogan live in the newsroom with the latest on this story. Mark?
Harold, the issue here is alleged child pornography. Acting on a complaint from a former Rubin's acquaintance, LA police searched Rubin's Hollywood home. They reportedly took away boxes of erotic videos and pictures.
I got a call from Paul, and he told me it absolutely wasn't true. He knew Jeffrey Jones, and Jeffrey Jones was being accused of improprieties, and that
They still won't give me green light either.
him.
Yeah, Chad. So thank you to Cassie for my boxing glove necklace. I really appreciate that. I didn't expect it coming. Maybe because my birthday's coming up and it was cheap. But I mean, I do like the boxing glove, and I appreciate Cassie. I appreciate it so much. You know.
Straight out.
I mean, I think Jess is going to be jealous that I got another gift again. She'll be like, again?
They found vintage homoerotic art.
I don't know if I'm wearing it right, though.
You're going to, like, ruin this guy's life for art like that?
I immediately went to Paul's home in Hollywood to directly communicate with law enforcement. It was an extraordinary and unusual
I think it's supposed to be one the other way.
Participate in.
Right?
Mainly
Supposed to be one like this, isn't it?
Paul's residence was also, in many ways, like a museum.
You know?
He had
I think it's supposed to be one that way.
collections of things,
I don't know, though.
including materials that the police
I'm going to be like, Jess, I got another present in the mail.
to seize. And these photographic collections of early gay erotica, including...
I mean, I love this necklace. It's the coolest. I saw, like, Sylvester Stallone wearing a couple of them, you know? The boxing glove necklaces. That's why I love my people. Thank you, Cassie.
Archival boxes had not even been opened. Throughout the execution of the search,
Shades a
there
little
was
short,
no
but that's okay.
indication that this was material that Paul regularly accessed or reviewed. Shortly thereafter,
Stainless steel, so it won't give me green neck.
Found ourselves
Shiny, too.
getting a call from the Inquirer.
Wait till I tell Jess, Chat, tonight. When she gets on, I'll be like, hey, Jess, I got another necklace.
Now, actor Paul
She'll be like,
Rubens is the subject
you keep
of
getting gifts every day.
alleged child pornography. The investigation is ongoing. No charges have been filed, and the actor's representative is condemning
I love this, though.
business.
I could find the exact collections in some of the biggest universities in the country in their LGBT archives. I had defended folks in child pornography.
Yeah, so I really appreciate that, Cass.
Was not child
I
pornography.
really, really appreciate it. You put an emoji, dude. I told you guys, no emojis in here.
His case was not that extensive. We were asking people to wait for the results of the case.
Dude, don't be sick.
Of the leaks.
He's getting some celebrity support, right? Courtney Cox and her husband David Arquette are stepping up and speaking on his behalf.
And you know what? I was a little surprised.
Yeah, don't be sick in here, all right? That's not cool.
And really voice support for Paul Rubens.
Paul stayed with us, and I think for him to be able to be there during such a tough time was really kind of peaceful, like we're gonna get through this. As far as Paul's sexuality goes, he's guarded about it. He's private about it. Paul's old school, so he doesn't want to talk about his personal life. I said, like, this may be the universe telling you to live your true life. I was trying to encourage him to sort of come out.
Hey, Double J. Double J, look what I got from Cassie.
So he was an East
A boxing glove necklace.
This was a homophobic witch hunt. You know, there's a trope, obviously.
Yeah, I got that from Cassie. You think?
Pedophilia.
You think Jess is gonna be jealous again? You think she'll be jealous of me getting a new necklace?
Is accused of possession of child pornography. And
yeah, Cassie is awesome. She's the best. You know.
Pornography are in a headline. The damage is done.
It became very evident that they were.
I think she will because she gets gifts, but like not as many as I do.
Trouble.
You know what I'm saying? How's your son, by the way, Double J?
All of Paul's photos, but once we started getting things back, it turned out that they'd taken all of these photos of my daughter Alita.
Yeah, I am watching that.
They also
it's pretty
went
good.
to her school and talked to the school, which I didn't know that at all until after the fact.
It is. It's pretty good.
I also had to sign a letter that allowed Paul to be alone with Alita.
It's pretty good.
It was just so devastating.
The district attorney
tomorrow, I don't know.
In that first year,
I mean, just gets gifts, but like you know,
warrant for the next 12 months.
I think Double J that I get more than Jess does, don't you?
The material and any evidence seized, they made the determination.
And this one give me green neck because it's stainless steel.
Should be filed. And at the very last minute, literally.
Yeah, I think she will be. I'll be like, hey Jess, I got another gift in the mail.
No longer bring charges. The LA City attorney.
She always tells me, Dave, you always get gifts. I'm like, hey, I get them because of the fact that I didn't even know that this boxing glove was showing up. That's how fucking surprised I was. And they ordered my new sneakers today.
Rocky Delgadillo was the newly elected city attorney. He was very ambitious, had announced that he was particularly focused on child abuse issues. It was increasingly clear to us.
Yeah, I know. It was a surprise. I didn't even think I was going to get anything this early, but you never know. See, as my dad always told me, if you be nice to people, they'll be nice to you back. I love it because I've seen like Rocky with these, you know, Sylvester Stallone stuff. And it's stainless steel, so it won't give me green neck, which is a good thing.
His dad started to go downhill. And so then from there, he went to Florida.
Maybe because Cassie had extra money or something. I don't know. I wonder what I'm getting next in the mail.
And just basically lived with them and took care of my dad the last several months of his life. My dad was real macho. And that was an issue, I think, between him and Paul.
Yeah, you're right. I never know it's right. But I don't think Jess would get me anything off of Amazon, off my Amazon wish list. You know? But you never know, like you said.
It was a choice.
My sneakers are going to come next week. They're already preparing to ship. I think the sneaker company I ordered is out of Boston.
Completely exonerated.
Hang on, I just want to...
But with that, take on this being in the public eye, it was decided that we would find a misdemeanor, literally find a misdemeanor that...
Yeah, I know you never know. I only got one this week, but you never know. I could get more. I have a big wish list. But only you and certain people know about it.
A month after he was charged with possession of obscene material and had to turn himself in, his father passed away. Shortly thereafter, Paul needed to go on camera and clear his name because he had nothing to hide, and he needed someone credible.
Yeah, I got 2 cats necklaces. This one's homemade, and this boxing glove one's really cool.
Were you in possession of child pornography?
No. I mean, emphatically, no, I was not.
And where do you draw the line? I mean, to you it's art. To somebody else it may be offensive, objectionable, obscene.
I guess where I draw the line is I feel like I live in a country where I can collect what I want to collect. And as long as I'm not hurting anyone, and as long as I'm not exploiting children, I think I should have the right to collect whatever I want.
After they'd gone through 30,000 images, it came down ultimately to one image. In one vintage magazine, they agreed that the photograph was not of someone underage.
Once the child pornography charge was thrown out, I was willing to take responsibility for my collection.
Which
includes saying and agreeing that there were images that were obscene.
His penalty, a $100 fine, mandatory counseling, no unsupervised contact with children, and for the next 3 years, he must register as a sex offender.
You can say lots of things about me, and you might, and so might lots of other people, the public, may think I'm weird, they may think I'm crazy, or anything that anyone wants to think about me. That's all fine, as long as one of the things...
Yeah, maybe just get me something off my Amazon wish list, you know?
That's not true.
Although, I mean, she doesn't get me much. Where's Chispa?
Paul's very resilient. Those were some scary times, and
yeah, I know, right? He did get charged with pornography, but it wasn't child porn.
Pain to be there, you know.
I don't watch porn with little kids, and that's weird.
That took a lot of day-to-day work, but Paul knows how to like come back from things.
I don't need.
I'm just curious. I mean, I know it's been a while since you were Pee Wee Herman. We actually found a Pee Wee outfit. This is the real Pee Wee Herman outfit we have right here. And we were curious if you would fit into it. Do you think he could fit into it?
Do it. He fits.
Do you feel yourself becoming Pee Wee as you put it on?
It's not about the pants. Pee Wee is really in me.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
Paul had the opportunity to bring back Pee Wee, which he was thrilled about. And I think that was a little bit hard for him, and realizing that he was older and that time had passed. But I think he always had faith in Pee Wee.
Oh yeah, the old chair.
Paul called me up and said, well, we're doing the stage show again.
I remember when he did this.
And I said, really?
Here's a mail order.
Paul, I thought for sure you'd want like a...
Mailman Mike.
Man.
That's who he was, John Wood, Mailman Mike. Favorite character.
It's the most beautiful
mean, when I opened that door as Missy Vaughn and came out, I could have done anything. I could have peed, and people would have said, Missy Vaughn made such an incredible statement. She peed on stage. I love her. Oh,
The original?
did you find out today's secret word?
Yes, we did, Missy Vaughn.
Darn, I missed all the fun. Come on, everybody, let me in on the fun.
Yeah.
It was a thrill, and it was a built-in love affair with the audience because they had watched us as kids.
The live version of the Pee Wee Show on Broadway really was everything you wanted it to be. I met with Paul generally just praying that he might want to do a Pee Wee Herman project.
When did she pass?
Years to convince him.
When did the actor who played Mr. Vaughn pass, Double J?
Anxiety around the idea of bringing Pee Wee Herman back in a movie.
Hi, how are you? Double J, can you check that person down below you to make sure they're not kids?
About that much. Paul needs an adventure.
Was it COVID or did she have like cancer or something?
He needs to go make another movie. There was always a feeling like Paul had gone through so much.
Oh yeah, it probably was COVID. I never got COVID. Jess got it, but I never got it because I didn't care.
To friendship. As
Oh, that sucks.
Admire him, we wanted to give him the
She was old though, wasn't she, the girl who played Missy Vaughn?
Another project. And he loved the movie. It really was pandemonium. People went crazy for every joke.
I told you it was good.
And you realize how tuned in he was to his fans and what they like and his relationship with them. He really got a special moment of total appreciation.
Oh, that sucks. I never got cancer. I don't feel healthy.
If you were going to make this documentary yourself, what would it be?
I would have taken all the footage that I shot over all these years and all the photos I took and all the stuff that people aren't getting to see right now, all that too, and made something that would have been very dreamy and very kind of like, I would have talked a little bit on camera and just gone like, now I'd like you to see this, and then this happened, and
That
then I
sucks.
made this,
Cancer.
and I did this, me, and
Cancer sucks. That's a bitch.
and it was horrible, and then, you know, life was good, and then I had to take care of, you know, people that were close to me that were fucked up, and, you know, I don't know what it would have been. We'll never know, or maybe we will, I don't know.
I'm not feeling great today because I feel like I don't have your trust to direct the film.
If what you're intimating in terms of the bigger thing, and maybe it is.
Yeah, my dad died of cancer.
Am I co-directing the movie? Absolutely not. Am I collaborating in a way bigger way than you're used to working? Yes.
But this is a larger issue around control.
Yes, you're right. I'm anxious about how it's going to all work too. What's it going to be like in the editing room? How much am I going to like not have...
Thanks, Double J. It was a while ago, though. It was like 1999, when I was in high school. They took the whole school year off.
And then we're going to argue over stuff, and it's going to be like really dicey. So I don't know if that's going to work or not, and obviously it's the person I'm hurting the most is me. Is it like worth like quitting the movie over? I don't know.
more than anything, the reason I wanted to make a documentary was to let people see who I really am and how painful and difficult it was to be labeled something that I wasn't. The moment I heard somebody label me as, I'm just going to say it, a pedophile, I knew it was going to change everything moving forward and backwards. I wanted to talk about and have some understanding of what it's like to be labeled a pariah, to have people scared of you, or unsure of you, or untrusting, or to look at what your intentions are through some kind of filter that's not true. I wanted people to understand that occasionally, where there is smoke, there isn't always fire. I wanted somehow for people to understand that my whole career, everything I did and wrote, was based in love and my desire to entertain and bring glee and creativity to young people and to everyone.
Paul kept his illness a secret from almost everyone.
Cancer, didn't
He was someone who had been so private all his life.
he? Cheers, bye. Yeah, tomorrow, chat. I don't know what I'm doing.
It was
I
challenging.
just got on because I got a new necklace and I'm really proud of it.
But at the end of his life, he took a leap of faith and decided that the film should be finished. He wanted people to see who he was as Paul. In the last months of Paul's life, he was in a loving relationship.
Cancer. Yeah, I know, isn't it?
He was surrounded
I was really surprised by Cassie. I didn't even know that was coming. I'm like, what the? My mom goes, did you order something off Amazon? I'm like, no, I think it's one of my people. And a boxing necklace shows up. Tell me I don't have cool people in my chat to get me cool stuff. Just gonna be like, you got another present?
And
if she's on today.
Awe of the life that he had lived. Paul was incredibly brave.
And it's stainless steel, so that means it won't really hurt me.
All this different stuff, all these different emotions, all these different influences and factors, stuff that I saw when I was little, I felt like I could somehow give that back. I felt
I didn't even know this was coming today.
Of it all. I was like a good vessel for it all. Nothing would stop me. Nothing would deter me. That it would be pure in every way.
I know Jess isn't on yet because she didn't go live during the day.
Part of why I feel so proud of it is because
if anyone, Double J, can you put my Amazon wish list up again, if you don't mind?
For you, but for myself.
in the world. The birds all envy me.
All right. Now hold on, Double J.
If you're lucky like me, boys and girls, all your dreams are gonna come true. Because guess what, kids? I said, guess what, kids? I'm gonna share all my luck with you. I'm Pee Wee Herman. I'm the luckiest boy in the world. Goodbye. Bye, boys and girls.
Thank you, Double J. I pinned it. Thank you, Double J.
It was kind of like seeming like to figure out.
I pinned it, so I don't know who's getting me something off my Amazon wish list. Yet I didn't know even.
The whole idea.
Cassie surprised me with the necklace. My mom thought I ordered something off my Amazon. I'm like, no, I didn't. I go, it's probably one of my people, and the necklace came. So I'm happy as a big shit right now. I think I get more gifts than Jess. You know, I got a weird feeling I got a lot more gifts than Jess.
Walk around the campus. People were living conceptually. People had like an artistic persona. There were 30 people in the acting school.
Almighty God, I am here at your will. Your commandment to fulfill. Who shall I now counsel take?
My acting ensemble of 10 people included David Hasselhoff, who went on to fame in a little show called Baywatch.
Salvation.
And Katie Seagal, who went on to become Peg Bundy in Married with Children.
Yep.
When I first got to Cal Arts, it was 600 students all in. I know there were 600 students there because I kissed every single student there on Valentine's Day. That was a cute icebreaker to have a kissing booth at an art school in 1971, if you catch my drift. My friend Lolly and I were fixtures in the dorm late at night.
I don't think Jess will come on my live today. You know, Double J, because like she has her own stuff to do. This. How do I say this without sounding coy? Cassie's one cool chick.
Whatever that suggests to you watching, go ahead, make those connections.
I hate to say it, but you know, I mean, I do like Jess. Jess is cool, but Cassie gets me a lot of stuff, you know.
2 in the morning in drag.
I'm still waiting for Felix to send me the koozie, but I have to wait on that.
I was a drag queen, and you could be right.
The first thing I noticed about Paul was
he
had beautiful brown hair to his waist. He was gorgeous. And big, soulful brown eyes. And lips to die.
No, you do. You do, Double J. You do.
The thing about Paul...
Double J, you do. Everyone's nice to me on here, you know? I think that it's, like, harder for Jess because, like, she has to pay rent and stuff. But I don't think she pays rent. I think her mother pays the rent or gives her money towards it. Because how can you pay rent if you don't work? Am I right?
Beautiful, glitzy mermaid outfit. All sequins. Just trashy. Paul loved it. And we came up with the idea of mermaids.
Oh, you do, Double J. Oh, Double J, my birthday's coming up. So if you want to get me something off my Amazon wish list, that would be nice.
I'm just going to say it. I was sharing.
Anything off the Amazon wish list. What I really want off the Amazon wish list is New York Yankee decal baseball stickers. Because I got to redo my Yankees hat because my helmet, because my mom kind of screwed it up a little bit.
All of this culminated
you know?
with me deciding to do what I've been doing and put it into my version of a student.
Cheers bar. Make a cheers bar.
I got in drag.
Allison shouldn't be sleeping. I want to see the doggy.
Made a film
She knows
that
me.
I think that was a dream.
Yeah, if you want to get me, Double J, I have some I think they're called Yankees decals, like for the helmet, and they're on my Amazon wish list. If you want to get me that, feel free. They're only like $14,
To having an alter ego,
which is very
and
cheap.
trying to and being successful in having that character pass also as a real person.
Then I have to clean the paint off my helmet.
I was on a path
I don't know how to
become
do
an
that.
underground performer, and so I decided to
Sheba.
move to San Francisco.
I think Jess is probably just doing whatever today. Let me look. No, Jess ain't even on.
Before I was gonna move.
Let me see if the Yankees are on chat.
Friends from Cal Arts met me.
Felt a calling to help. Budweiser has believed in folds of honor for 15 years. Today, we honor our veterans and the 62,000
Let me see if the Yankees are on. Okay, I'm just curious, chat. Come on. Here we go.
Drafted, fellas. Are you good? I'm good. You good? Yep. Okay. It's over. We always reference the great Mike Piazza being drafted in the 62nd round, almost as a favor to Tommy Lasorda.
Yeah, the one.
Tommy, excuse me, to his family from Tommy Lasorda.
I love the new boxing glove, though. Cool.
Good ground ball, senses. His career's
Yeah, I got people sending me stuff. I just never know when it's coming. That's foul.
This year, his ground ball percentage is 50.3%. Talking about senses.
I don't think Jess will come in here. I think she's probably streaming right now, or you know, editing videos or whatever the hell she does. I don't do many videos, you know. I don't. I don't do any videos really. I stopped making them because it's like safe. Come on, I'm just gonna rush, chat.
Judge walking to the plate. 108.3 miles an hour off the bat. 1:95. Almost got the double up. I like Big Mike though, making sure that ball doesn't skip by him. That play was in front of Mickey the whole time. The Judge, a home run in the first inning yesterday. And this ball is toward the line.
Fair.
Just inside the line. Goldschmidt, such a smart base runner. He got a great read on that. And he'll end up at third on the soft single by Judge. He's not allowed to get those two. This one, a little cut fastball away from Judge off the end of the bat. But you can also see how long his barrel is in the strike zone. I mean, it is incredible for a guy that big to have the ability to cover so much of the plate. There's really nothing that you don't have to do. Ball came off the bat at just 70 miles an hour. Bellinger takes ball one. Mack, because he's over in that 5.5 hole, came sprinting back to the bag, trying to sneak behind Goldschmidt, who had a healthy lead naturally.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, chat. I don't think Jess come in my life because she's probably doing stuff today. I can't wait to tell her tonight that I got another present. That's ball.
With the Yankees is the third former MVP of the first four hitters. Goldschmidt's been an MVP. Ben Rice clearly is not. Judge, obviously.
Yep.
And now Bellinger. It's a semblance of a good lineup, Billy.
All outside.
I was going over some of the numbers with Senzatella, and obviously, your hits per 9 is at 15.
What's today? Saturday? No. Sunday, so I don't. It's Sunday. So I don't get mail till next week. Get my sneakers next week, I hope.
This is to first. One and the first.
Safe!
Look at that, man. That one live, I thought he got him.
I think he was safe.
Totally for half of
instant thought about tagging the bag and going tag play at second.
I think he's safe.
You would have taken the force off, the run would have scored.
Safe!
Anyway.
I will point out, Aaron Judge really
Didn't challenge it.
base runner. He got into the throwing lane with his huge frame, and so Tolia had to throw a little bit over him. And he couldn't put as much as he wanted.
Well, the Rockies not going to challenge, so
1-0 Yankees.
safe. It'll be an RBI ground out for Bellinger. The Yankees again strike first.
Take a close look at this.
Safe!
Oh, yeah.
Got it down.
He did get it down, and
He's
that's
safe.
the advantage of Cody Bellinger. I think you forget about how fast he is sometimes, and also hitting from the left side of the box.
Dominguez fouls that off. You forget about it until
Yeah, I don't know if Jeff's going to come in here or not, Double J, you know?
he was flying.
Well, and even the
Who knows, Double J? Maybe I'll get a surprise from you, too, because my birthday is coming up, like I said. Okay.
Naturally, he's a
Where's Cheers Bob? Where's the little monster?
first.
Let me see the monster. Yes, it's always upstairs with the weirdos. Never down here with uncles. Weirdos.
And Dominguez strikes out.
But Yankees score 1.
So a couple of hits and a
You
run
think?
for the Yankees in the first. We'll see the Rockies on offense when we come back.
June's actually next month, by the way, Double J.
Since its inception, the Boys and Girls
June's
Club
next
has
week,
been
you know.
a place for kids to go after
Actually,
school.
the week after,
For
but yeah.
some, it's been a second home where they can learn, play, and grow. Thanks to the partnership between
Yeah,
Boys
so
and
June.
Girls and Boys
Because
and
I
Girls
have,
Club,
on my Amazon wish list, Double J, I have these Yankee decals that are for my helmet that I want to get. Because my mom kind of screwed it up, so I want to see if I can just, like, take off the paint somehow, maybe just with water, if it's watercolor paint, you know?
We do not talk about this superstar enough, and that's Rafael Devers.
We'll see.
Great game with a home run. Jaron Duran is an extra base machine.
I've just always been like that guy that keeps his head down and works.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's okay, Double J. I can wait until June. It's not that far away.
Great fit for Bregman, great fit for Red Sox.
And how does Kathy have money? Oh, wait, she doesn't have a kid, does she? That's probably why she has money, right? Because she doesn't have a kid.
I think this is the Phillies' division to win. Everybody knows they're low within the team and are motivated collectively to go after that World Series.
It's probably because Kathy has money because she doesn't have a kid, right?
Great things when it matters. Trey Turner just tools out of his mind. Trey Turner.
Do you think Jess will come in here today or no?
This guy has been
Shit, keep missing this corner.
sensational since he was signed.
This fan base wants us as a team.
I love Chizba.
We're in the bank every single day.
I haven't seen her all day.
Getting ready to go against the right-hander Will Warren, 25-year-old native of Mississippi. More on Warren in a moment. Here's the Rocky Southwest batting order. Ezekiel Tovar, he's been
Yeah, me neither, no clue.
batting a cool 500 in 8 ball games, and it's Hunter Goodman.
Because she used to cover my lives all the time. You know, it's like she only goes to cut Steve's live, and I don't like half of those people because it's rubbed me the wrong way. Ew, that's what she said.
To the 405. Real good sinker, real good sweeper, slider, and his four-seam produced a lot of strikeouts. That's a great start down the right field line. Long walk for Judge. This could be triple territory. And Beck will shut it down at second.
Judge played it perfectly in right field.
A double for Jordan. When it first went in that corner, Spilly, I thought it was a triple.
Well, really good swing from Jordan Beck. To your point, Will Warren has one of the better fastballs right now in baseball, the way it's playing. And notice how Aaron Judge takes the angle.
Well, I mean, today's Sunday, so I don't mail on Sunday.
Directly into
Amazon's
baseball.
fine.
We might have kicked past him.
It's a back-to-back games.
Yeah,
Back, first pitch, base hit.
My mom's getting meatballs for spaghetti. Get it? Meat my balls.
With, more
That didn't sound right, did it, chat?
April the 24th. Here's Tovar.
I was thinking we might see a bunt from him. I'd like to see him just kick the ball the other way. The way he's been hitting.
Yeah, the way he's been hitting, you want to see him swing it. Pitch was out of the zone, though. 1-0 on Ezekiel. 2 for 3 and a walk yesterday. A bright spot in that tough Saturday loss. This ball in the air, deep down the right field line.
Wow.
he's fouled.
I like it though.
And it's something else.
I went to Coors Field once, Double J. It was really cool.
Just how strong
I got to see Mark McGuire play his last game there.
numbers. The thing that
He was
jumped
injured,
out,
but he took batting
60
practice and everything.
punches, Fellas at 46 and 2/3.
Yeah, and that leads all major league rookies.
You know, I can't go to Fenway because of balloons.
He did get some time in the big leagues last year.
I kind of got exited out from the Sea Dogs. They banned me from their games. So it's like, what's the point? Plus, my mom can't really drive to Portland anyways.
Different guy
You know?
this year, native of Jackson, Mississippi.
My mom can't drive to Portland, so
Southeast
I'm kind of stuck here. Once I go to Rockport on Friday or something. Damn it! Oh, not bad. I talked to him yesterday. We actually made plans to. Well, I told him to come a day early. So when he comes to Boston, come a day early, and we'll go to Hooters. And he said we can do that when he comes back the next time. You know, you just got to come a day early. Ew, that didn't sound right. We talk like every day, you know. Jess doesn't talk to me every day, though. I don't get why, but she doesn't. I think Cam understands me more because of the fact that he's a guy, I guess. I mean, you know what I mean. Where's Jimmy Choo Choo? Yeah, he is. He's really cool. I don't know why Jess won't come out here and visit me. Is she afraid? Is that what it is? Or is it just like she's unsure?
All major league catchers in hits with 52. Trying to produce number 53 right here.
Is he unsure? Is that what it is?
A lot of those hits, though, have come on off-speed pitches. So it's not like, oh, he can't hit those. He's got over 30 of his hits are off non-fastballs.
Yeah, I know, but she could come visit me in Boston. I mean, it's not. I know, she's. See, I don't get that. See, I can't fly out to see her because I don't have any money. I don't fly. California sucks. It's full of rich people and snobs. No offense, Double J.
Altitude, a million conversations about that. But I was watching video of his last start against the Rangers, which was a beauty.
No offense.
I mean, he could throw to a lefty that hip
I don't like California. I'm an East Coast boy.
Yeah, the difference is the batting average.
Sorry, Double J.
Is 308. Four-seamer,
Sorry, Double J. You know what I meant. It's California's not my cup of tea. That's all I'm trying to say. You know, it's not that I don't like California. It's just not my thing. You know, they have Beverly Hills, and that's what people try to show off. Yeah, my weather kind of sucks sometimes, but this week, actually, it's supposed to be in the 70s. It's supposed to be in the 70s this week in Massachusetts. Actually, it's going to be really nice this week. 70s all week. You know?
Mix in more curveballs to the right-handers. That's our StatCast 3D, powered by Google Cloud.
Then why did Cam move back?
Hunter Goodman, 3-1 pitch. You know, he's an RBI guy. He's leading the Rockies by
Yeah, I know Beverly Hills isn't all of California, but I just don't like preppy rich people, you know. They tend to show off.
Watch each guy in the Phillies lineup how they go.
They tend to show off, you know. I don't like Beverly Hills because they're show offs, and I don't like Vegas because they tend to show off, and I'm not about showing off.
This is where Ryan McMahon needs to do some damage.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm just saying, when I don't think. I know you're not rich. I don't think Jess is rich either. Double J, you think Jess's mother helps her out with paying the rent, and she's just not telling us? Because she doesn't have a job, so how's she making any money?
Max Fried starting on the mound for the Yankees.
Damn it! Yeah, true. I think her mother paid for it. She just doesn't want to tell her. Because she doesn't have a job, so how can she afford a house?
It skips by Escara and then hits the umpire. Now the
Am I right?
umpire is just standing there because he doesn't know which way Escara's going to go, so he just stands there kind of as a deterrent.
And good reads by Tovar and Goodman because they moved.
No, but I'm just saying it makes me kind of jealous because I can't afford a place to live. You know.
We would say this if the Rockies' record was reversed, but you absolutely, in capital letters, must put up a semi-crooked number at the least here with this opportunity in the first.
Bases loaded, no out. Yeah.
I just couldn't live in California because I'm through a program called DDS and they couldn't help me because they don't have anything out there. They're a totally different state, so that's why.
Never pitched at altitude.
Yeah. So out on the road, 478 compared to 310 at home, but the batting average is almost 65 points higher as well out on the road.
Yeah, that's true, Double J. That's true.
Drop the break to ball on the outside.
That's true. I do have a lot. I do have a lot. A lot from you. A lot from Cassie. 2 things from Casey. You know. I just bought myself new $200 shoes, so you know. I think that's gonna be jealous.
Pulled over almost up the middle.
Wow.
On that run that Jordan Beck scored against the Yankees and Will Warren, that's the first run he's given up in the first inning.
I mean, after my mom dies, I mean, I could go take a train down to Florida with my cousins and live there with them because, like I said, it'd be kind of cool living with my cousins. Cousin Stephanie, if she gets out of that place, that'd be kind of cool.
This is put in play to first. That'll score the go-ahead run.
Damn it.
Not empty it back. How much the Rockies have struck out.
Yeah, I could.
Goldschmidt to get McMahon, and it's a movement situation. The run scores. Hunter Goodman's now third.
Well, that was a great at bat for Randy Bean. Bases loaded.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Ended up getting down.
I think how Jess buys things is gift cards, you know, because she doesn't have that much money. You know.
Now the infield comes in. Doyle's got to do something. He
That's probably why.
hit in the air.
I'd never live in California because, no offense to you guys, but it's just like, Mass is so nice because you don't get swatted here. No, the police don't really touch you here, you know? They kind of leave you alone. Mass is full of cool people. No offense. That was a strike. Are you kidding me?
Ball, 1 strike.
I wish she rents the condo. She doesn't have another place, though.
Doyle's hard hit percentage.
Rent's high in California? See, yeah, Double J, in Massachusetts, I'm trying to get Section 8 housing because it's cheap and they cover the whole rent, so, but it takes like 5 years. But you never know.
Last week or so, at least with the at-bats. Maybe some of the results haven't been there for him, but I just think the timing is getting so close, and at times it's been really good.
Got a battle here, 1 and 2.
Yeah, that's what they told me. That's what they told me.
That has produced his strikeouts. The Yankee infield will drop back. We'll see if Tolle can come through with 2 outs.
Yeah, just a riding 4-seam fastball that just stays on.
But if I live in Section 8 housing, I don't have to live with anybody. Yeah, I gotta apply for it first. Takes 5 years to apply. I'm on the waiting list to get it. Double J.
For first pitch today, Michael had a big RBI triple yesterday.
Ball.
This is hit hard, diving stop, Volpe.
Oh!
Did he get there in time? Safe is the indication right now. Goodman scores. Totally busted it up the line. Volpe tried to throw from a knee instead of getting up. And they're going to look at it.
Yep.
Take a peek at this.
Yeah, that's why. I can't live in California because I don't have that kind of money. I think Jess's mom must help her pay her rent because how can you pay rent if you don't have a job? Am I right?
Did he get enough? Ooh, that's going to be close. Also, notice how Paul Goldschmidt, he didn't commit to the throw until after it's in the air, which allows him to stretch perfectly. Step towards Volpe, he would have had to come off the bag. This ball disappear.
Yeah.
Man.
He's out.
Mike's also lucky he didn't sprain his ankle the way he hit the bag. Look at this right ankle. as he hits the outside.
After review, the call, the field is overturned. Runners out.
Yeah!
Cost the Rockies a third run. As it is, it's for two in the bottom of the first. They're up 2-1.
The 611 podcast meets MLB Network. Join longtime teammates and former MVPs Jimmy Rollins and Ryan Howard, plus other former players for unfiltered conversations about baseball, culture, and life. Only on MLB Network.
There's a unicorn.
Excuse me, guys. I helped my mom. Hi, Mom.
Starting rotation is unlike anything I can remember.
I got them running the National League.
I think this is the first of like 4 or 5 straight World Championships. This is just an incredible wealth of riches.
I think people in my chat are really nice, you know? I think Jess's mother helps you with rent. I don't think she pays it out right because she doesn't have a job.
We live the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings on MLB Network.
Crisis text line to increase mental health awareness. Free 24/7 confidential support in English and Spanish. Text MLB to 741741.
Anthony Volpe is going to lead things off at the top of the second for the Yankees. Volpe, Escara, and LeVe with the Rockies up 2-1. The Yankees, honestly, they're probably pleased that they got out of that situation only giving up 2. And oh, so close to the Rockies getting that third run on the bang-bang play at first. Volpe hits this well in center field. Doyle turns it back. James Murphy runs well. And he's to third. He'll get a stop sign from Luis Rojas. It'll be a triple, second of the year.
Boy, that was pretty close to being inside the corner. Well, Spilly gets a four-seamer. You know, Brett's going to run down everything that he possibly can. Just ran out of real estate in that high ball. Got that ball in the ball.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate kick as it hits the pad and just shoots off in a different direction than he was waiting for. If it hits the chain link, he would have gone straight down.
There's the catcher, Escara. And the 30-year-old swings and misses. Juan Carlos Escara, JC. Florida International.
Interesting story with him. Been driving the Uber at times. He was out of baseball, and he went to play in the semi-pro league. I mean, he was kind of all over the map.
He has a great call-up story where Aaron Boone is telling him that he's on the team, and you just see all those emotions. Boone does a great job of letting players know when they make the team, because he understands it. Like, the Boone family is basically baseball royalty.
Of course they are. 3 generations. That's the left field line. Walking home with the tying run is Volpe. Escara in a second with an RBI double, just his 5th ribby of the year. Backing up Austin Wells right now.
It's been a couple pitches now to both guys talking about Volpe and Escara that have been up. A little bit of a late kick
Here's LeMahieu. DJ had 3 hits yesterday. His most productive game since coming off the IL about a week ago.
Sets up for him to hit it the other way.
Yeah, I mean, this is
Sorry about that, Cat. I had,
when he was a Rocky.
help my mom put away groceries.
You knew there was a 97% chance that he either was going to get a hit to the right side or at the very least, with no one out, move the runner.
Dude, shut up.
And even if it was 0-2, you didn't worry about it because he's always been one of the best.
I had to hire that person a couple days. He's being a jerk.
2 strikes now.
Oh, dang. I like these boxing glove necklace, so it's very cool. Stainless steel, so it won't give me green neck, you know?
This year it's been its lowest of his career, though, just about 10.5%.
Yeah, it's very, very low. And even in his...
Jess doesn't get on until nighttime anyways.
He's old, he's only 30. But it wasn't a big strength
Wow.
of his. He's always been a contact guy, a number of ground balls. The problem is...
No, I blocked them.
For Senza, a lot of loud contact, and coming into the ball game, he allowed 84 hits.
I blocked them, Double J.
Up to 88 hits, and that's by far.
I'm just having a blueberry muffin.
Most in baseball right now.
That's what I was pointing out. Maybe
See,
it could just be
you know what I don't get, Double J?
switch because he still throws his
Is why
54% of the time. That's
Jess can afford to live in Hollywood and I can't.
So it's close to 60%. He might have to just.
You know, I don't get that.
Start
Come on,
throwing a
let's see
little more
how
off-speed pitches, and then come in late with the fastball.
Strike.
Try to get the chase on the slider. It's 2-2.
Some more pitch backwards. Yes.
First thing. I know. I don't like them.
Yes.
Damn it.
That's a big one. You get the strikeout of a guy that is tough to fans. So LeMahieu goes down. Escara stays at second naturally, and that'll bring up Oswald Peraza.
He's bad. I know. That's what they do with me. I don't like it.
His swing, but there was no chance of that. He definitely went around.
Sorry, I'm a little overweight. I eat too much.
Peraza was on a couple times yesterday.
Plus, I don't really care about how I look, you know?
Double and a walk.
I don't care about my skin like Jess does. Skin's a priority for her, not for me.
Yankees came to the plate most
I
of
care. That's how I fucking look.
this year. 10 runs. Second 10-run inning of the year for the Yankees.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
They won
I know.
12 out of 16 overall. To the ball game, the Rockies heading to the north side of Chicago to take on the Cubs. Yankees will head to Anaheim to take on the Angels of Ron Washington. Angels playing really well,
Ball.
aren't they? Still no Mike Trout, but he's doing all kinds of baseball activities. So
Oh, Cassie, thank you for the necklace. I like it. I like it. I like the boxing necklace. I didn't expect it. Thank you. I really like the boxing necklace. It's on my wish list and it showed up.
They're going to get Jazz Chisholm back. Maybe
Don't forget my birthday's coming up too.
next the following weekend, or at home, or slight possibility they could get him for the Dodgers series out west.
Well, I mean, one of them. You know, I mean,
Make sure it's right.
that's just too, but we have a different relationship. I love hate.
3-2 on Peraza. Goldschmidt on deck.
Don't forget
Two Yankees,
Don't
too.
say it 20 more times, Dave. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I probably will say it 20 more times. I probably will say it 20 more times. You know? I probably will say it 20 more times.
Well, not at the same level, but it certainly bears.
Yeah, Chad, don't forget my birthday's coming up.
Ryan Ritter's been going off the last few weeks. He has 9 straight games down in Albuquerque that he has produced an extra base.
Well, I mean, Jess isn't in here because she's probably doing something. Is my phone up?
Kentucky, Ford, Colorado.
Yeah, you guys can hear me. My bad. I thought it wasn't up.
This is Chop to McMahon.
Oh.
For Ritter, that's a record.
So it's Albuquerque Isotopes record. It's never been done before.
Well, for the Angels, what Taylor Ward has done.
Casey, that's your neck. That's your tooth. But the neck was broke, so I put it on the silver chain because it looks kind of cool.
I thought he owned every record.
I thought so too.
Paul Goldschmidt is single.
You know, because the necklace you gave me broke, so I went with the silver chain. I just had a silver chain. Is that okay if I use a different necklace?
Should be big for Sensity.
Shit, Bob.
Get this third out, limit the damage after a triple and double. Started the inning. Goldschmidt,
Yeah,
this is ridiculous.
thank you.
316 with 2 strikes.
Plus with the gold, the silver necklace, it stands out better, you know?
His 31 hits.
It stands out better.
Tied with Stephen Kwan and Bobby.
Don't you think? Stands out a lot better than it did the other way.
Well, Kwan and a Rise, Spilly for me are almost the same guy.
What's it?
Special hitters.
Thank you. What are you talking about?
Bobby Witt special for a variety of reasons. Goldschmidt dumped it
Okay.
out.
I don't know what you mean, Double J.
Make a pitch here, 1-2.
Excuse me, Pat.
Basically took that out of the glove of Hunter Goodman when he swung. And not literally, but that's how close it was.
Oh, okay. I get it now. I kind of get it, but not really, you know. I have trouble understanding certain things, but...
2 outs in the second inning.
I think me and Jess both have ADHD and ADD. Don't you, Chat?
He's going to kick away and throw it.
There we go.
Wild pitch, allowing J.C. Escara to get to third.
Someone send my wife to Jess, please.
Hitting in the other batter's box.
Here we go.
Just kicked far enough away.
What?
JC to advance.
What do you mean, Double J? What, you don't think Jess has ADHD?
2-2. And this is popped up left side. McMahon will make the catch to end the inning.
Hear me.
Volpe tripled, and then Escara doubled him in to tie things up. Middle of 2-2 Yankees Rockies.
The 611 podcast meets MLB Network. Join longtime teammates and former MVPs
Yeah.
Jimmy Rollins and Ryan Howard.
Maybe that's why me and Jess get along so well, you know? I mean, I would fly up to see her, but I can't fly because of 9/11 scared me half to death, and I don't like flying.
The Braves have staying power. Just an absolute...
Ew, Double J, you asked Cassie when she got off. Ew.
Again, 2024 National League Cy Young Award winner. This is what the greats do. Watch him go to work. Swing and a miss. What a way to finish for Chris Sale. Explosiveness, velocity.
How many wives do I have, Jack? Do you know? Oh, Lord. I know. You know my mind. You know how I think, though.
LeafGuard's seamless design keeps leaves, pests, and sediment out while directing water.
You're talking to a guy who used to watch Beavis and Butthead constantly as a kid.
Decay, giving you peace of mind that your home and family are
You know?
protected from water damage with the industry's premier maintenance-free gutter system. Call 844-6LeafGuard right now for 75% off installation plus $200 off your purchase.
Ew, you get off at 6. Now that's funny, Cass. Dave, so I did. Me too. Yeah, if you want to get me something for my birthday, Double J, just something to do with Beavis and Butthead. I'm a big fan of theirs. I just don't have the Funko Pops yet because I don't think they made them. You know, I don't think they made them yet.
I like this one. Runs scored in this inning, yes or no? You can make your bet. Plus 260 if the Rockies scored. Minus 360 if they don't.
Mickey Moniak's 2 for 3 against Will Warren.
Yeah, I'm into that. You know that.
Rockies after they played at 2 in the
Not you having a satanic Bible on Amazon wishlist. Well, you know, I don't believe God, so it's better. Yeah, I scrolled past that one time. You remember, I don't believe in him. I believe in everything.
Sprinkle a little bit. Why are you always the bearer of bad news? You guys are upstairs. I'm protected. What are you guys complaining about?
I wear a lot of satanic stuff, you know? Look at my rings. 666 in the Satan ring. You know?
Thanks a day. I'm just giving you the information. Okay. The information as it's disseminated. The weather is coming right.
Yeah, I know. Versace glasses, right? Well, the thing about me is, I like to look nice.
Nice little green screen there, too. Kathy Saban, who's a friend of ours.
I have stuff for my sister's dog on there, too. If you guys want to get my sister...
No, she's safe.
Well, after my dad died, I wasn't really religious, so I kind of turned to him, you know, because, like, I'm not into the whole religious thing. I'm not a religious person, I'm not into it, I don't go to church, so I just turned to him, you know? That's what got me into Lucifer, or Satan, as they call him.
Martini will take his turn. He got a base hit.
And that's why I got into that stuff. I mean, I'm not in a satanic cult or religion, you know, but...
Made that play, I'm sure, 1,000 times. Couple times. Two gone. Amador coming up. Who wants tacos? Fans, when the Rockies score 7 in a ball game, go to participating Colorado Taco Bell locations the next day.
That's what got me into Satan, Double J.
Taco special, Liv Moss at Taco Bell. Would be a great way to conclude this 3-game set.
I like the mystery of it, you know. That's what got me into that stuff.
Amador bounces that one out.
And by the way, the Satanic Bible and Dianetics are two different things. Hey, Cass. Just having my soda. That's foul. I know. Oh, okay. Okay, Double J. Yeah, if you want to get me the Satanic Bible off my Amazon wish list, one of you, that's cool, because, you know, I mean, like I said, God did nothing for me. If he was real, he would have saved my father from dying. I think it's the doctor who killed him, but... Oh, shit. That's okay, Cass. Double J.
The Mets were a great story last season.
What do you mean? It's not that bad.
You gotta think the expectations are sky high.
Not that bad, Double J.
I love the addition.
So, I don't mess with this.
This is landscape changing.
I do, but, you know, maybe because I have before.
Really like their bullpen a lot.
I don't.
It's going to take everything from everybody. We got to stay together and we got to post up.
I used to screw around with black magic when I was younger, me and my buddies.
Licensed merchandise for you and your family.
You know?
But if you really want to level up your game,
Cheers, but where'd you go?
you can grab something for your dog walker, your Pilates instructor, your swim coach, your neighbor,
Okay,
your accountant,
that's
your
fine.
partner.
Get me the FTT hat off of my wish list then, if you can find one.
Visit MLB.
Yeah, I used to, because, you know, I was a kid back then, and I didn't know what to do.
From your favorite teams.
God damn it, there's no... Can someone get me ant traps?
MLB Tonight, live at 5. Join Greg, Harold, and Dad and a star-studded roster for a preview of
Oh, Chispa, that's my sister's puppy, Chispa.
Everything looks good right now for the Yankees.
First take from the players.
I'm just excited to put any pair of cleats on.
And the first
If someone could get me ant traps, that'd be nice.
A full night of baseball starts at 5. MLB Tonight.
Yeah, just occasional, not much though. I think that's my sister leaves the door open. Yeah, I need some ant traps for my room. Yeah. Me, you little fucker. No, not in the glove, Jesus.
WireCam is presented by
Not my baseball,
DaVe.
man. Christ almighty.
Cloudy, sprinkling a little bit. Chilly today. Rockies 2, Yankees 2. Jeff Houston, Ryan Spilborgs, and our entire team.
I think it's just,
Rice.
I don't know.
Hit an absolute missile, but right at,
Okay.
unfortunately, Mickey Moniak, his first time up.
I got a new baseball mitt for Easter.
108 and some change.
Yeah, that's not a real whistle.
No. That's nothing.
I'm gonna sweep tomorrow, chat.
Make it a real whistle.
Yeah, we're going to show you a cruise missile.
I think Jess will be on tonight, maybe. I don't know, though.
Judge on deck. 2 strikes on Rice. And Senza. Passive swing. It's his 3rd strikeout. So this is O'Neal Cruz of the Bucks today. Watch this swing, folks.
Right to right field, and it's fair, it's gone, and it is gone. There's a Cruz missile. Wow, that got out of here, and there's no doubt that ball.
I gotta get a better glove, too. Like, I like the glove I have. It's just, you know, it's the oil in it and stuff.
122.9, which is the hardest recorded hit ever. Even harder than this guy hits him.
So
Big
that pitch
pitch,
to
Bob.
O'Neal Cruz came in at 92.2 miles an hour. Went 432 feet is what they're saying.
Damn
And
it.
the previous
I don't think Jess will come to my live today because she doesn't want me.
3 years ago.
Yeah, you can pass on Satanic Bible, Double J, because, like I said, I know you're kind of religious, and I'm not.
It's usually 23 degrees. That's an ideal launch angle to obliterate a baseball.
Went across the Allegheny. Here's the 0-2. Doyle. Up center field. Makes the catch. The Judge is 1 for 2. 2 outs for Senza.
Yeah, so,
Cody Bellinger.
I don't know, maybe Jess ain't gonna come in, because she never comes in my lives anymore. It's always cut C. I don't like that piece of shit.
Leverage, you need to have mass. That's why Huey and I, as hard as we probably hit a ball, we could never reach 123.
Maybe if you added 2 of the hits together.
Well,
I mean, they're just some guys are different, right?
Yeah. You need to generate the bat speed. You need to have mass.
oh, that sucks. What, in Florida?
That's outside 2-0.
Isn't this Florida's rainy month, Cassie?
He's another monster. They moved him out
Holy
shortstop. He's
me.
been learning center field.
This should stay up for back.
Tell Ryan I say hi, too.
A 1-2-3 third through the most difficult portion.
Oh,
of the Yankee lineup.
Cassie, don't forget, for my birthday, from your store, some, like, maybe 3 or 4 packages of sneaker balls, if you don't mind.
Oh my! Lots of great baseball coming, and good guess, by the way. Good luck trying to hit that, man. It's unhittable.
This is the show that never ends.
This is a guy who has MVP type potential.
Luis Roberts.
What are you laughing at, Double J?
In the league, great nickname, La Pantera. He has the potential to be a 30-30 guy that can knock in 95 to 100 runs.
As a fan of the game, there's nobody I enjoy watching in center field.
I'm hoping to go to Rockwood this week, depending, you know. Can't wait for my new sneakers, though. That's going to be the best day of my life. They tie, but I mean, I don't think the laces are that long.
Who from this era will prove worthy of legend? The world watches as the journey unfolds.
Ugh. Tonight I'm having spaghetti and meatballs. Ew! Balls. Yeah. The summer it rains every day, but not so long. Just enough to steam it up. Oh, that's not bad. Not bad. I used to go down to Florida, Cassie, for Yankee spring training when they were down in Fort Lauderdale with my father years ago. Met some great people down there. I don't really talk to any of them anymore, you know, because I didn't have time. You know, I don't really go anywhere anymore because of my mom. She's so old that she has trouble driving far, so we have to take Uber, which is fine.
First pitch he saw doubled down the right field line. He would eventually score on an RBI ground out he actually scored on a wild pitch. And then Ryan McMahon drove home Ezekiel Tovar with an RBI ground out. 0-1.
Right.
Is in there as well. Home plate umpire. We haven't ID'd Edwin Jimenez yet. He's behind the plate. Jameson Visconti is at first. Malachi Moore at second. Andy Fletcher is the crew chief. Andy is at third.
Ooh, that's high. Yeah, I think Jeff's probably doing the wrong thing today. Whatever that is.
You can just tell where his confidence level is just looking at it. Some guys, they just find a home in the leadoff spot. I mean, 349 batting average.
I think Jeff's probably doing the wrong thing. That's what she usually does.
Timing, you know, you got the timing right in Kansas.
All right, Cass.
Certainly did when he was 3 home runs in 24 hours. And
thanks for the necklace.
2-2. Not a miss this time.
That's a sweeper.
That's the other pitch that can really mystify hitters.
Yeah, so he's had a strikeout on the fastball, a changeup, and now on the sweeper.
That sweeper. Well, the league is hit decently against it. He produces some punch-outs with it. Here's Tovar, 1 for 1.
What are we saying at the Cass?
16 for his last 31.
I think about good. Not gonna hit one for easy. What?
Got the average at 309. He's got his OPS well over 800.
Base at 356.
Because
right.
The strikeout rate has diminished greatly from a year ago.
Well,
all right, Double J. Go ahead.
Something we worked really hard on in spring training.
I mean, he had a mandate, and he stuck to it, that he would not swing at a first pitch. And literally, folks, from when games started in the latter part of February through the latter part of March, he never swung at the first pitch.
Yeah, last year was 50%. This year is 39%.
Gives you confidence you can hit behind in the count. 1-2. This time, and there's that sweeper again. So back-to-back strikeouts for Will Warren. You don't want to see him settle in. That's 8 in a row retired.
Well, he can do this, though, because he's got 3 different pitches. Talk about a K rate per 9 in the major leagues. The guy's over 40 innings. Will Warren's 5th on the list. Cole Reagan's number 1, Mackenzie Gore, and then a guy named Terry Skubal. No, yeah. Did you see Skubal start today? So 94 pitches, 13 punch-outs.
He's the best guy.
Did it against the who did he pitch against? But it was the most strikeouts.
Yeah, I think Jeff will come in. My wife, she never does it
shut out
anymore.
on fewer than 100 pitches.
All right.
And he did it against the Guardians.
Yeah, so he threw at Maddox, but he also had the most punch-outs with no walks. Yeah, he had 13 punchies today.
Probably having phone cut to see
Final
whoever
pitch was
the fuck she hangs out
102.6
with.
miles an hour.
The one I like that she hangs out with is Hellcat and Drones. She doesn't hang out with Cam because Cam's moving back east. You know? And she won't come back east because she doesn't like it out here. And I don't like California, so we'll never meet.
Right this second, it's some
I think Cam's gonna move back. He'd probably move back to the East Coast for
someone stuck between something
permanently, is what he said.
Or something way too boring. What if there were a better soda?
Hey, yo! We decide.
Weird policy, but okay.
Get a poppy.
Okay, that's what's up. A soda with 5 grams of sugar?
Drink it, you buy it.
Dude, yes.
If I'm buying it.
There were 2 guys.
I'm tired,
Both
Chad.
guys drove to work. Neither guy wore their seatbelt. One guy got a ticket. One guy didn't. Both guys drove home from work. One guy wore his seatbelt. One guy didn't. One guy made it home.
The other guy did not.
One guy didn't.
Chad, I am tired. I don't know why.
From little fixes to big projects.
I know Jess
Taking
is
care
not
of your
on
home is
because
easy with Thumbtack.
she gets on at night if she gets on.
Download the Thumbtack app and start caring for your home today.
Top of the
You know?
fourth we go. Yankees and Rockies tied at 2. If you're a kid, you're immune to cold weather.
Well, you're
go to
hopped
school-
up. Yeah, you go to school in shorts and sweatshirt, right?
Not even. Don't you remember when our kids were younger? They went to school in shorts and a t-shirt. It was 18 degrees and it was snowing.
Yes.
Dominguez falls behind 0-2.
Well, the craziest thing too is there'd be days where it was snowing and Tatum would have shorts, a t-shirt, a sweater, but then he'd be wearing Birkenstocks. I was like, what?
Right?
That's Colorado.
0-2 on Dominguez. 1-2.
Birkenstocks are great winter weather wear.
The fucking breakfast.
I also remember way back, this is before everybody, it's great that everybody wears helmets now, skiing and snowboarding, but
I don't know if people do.
wearing sunglasses most of the time, you want to be cool, wear sunglasses.
With
It
your
would have-
jeans?
It would have to be, no, I was already out here, so I graduated from jeans, but it would have to be 60 degrees for me to put sunglasses on these days. Well, out of this, so Sensa's starting to pile up some strikeouts himself. That's his 4th. Again, typically not his thing.
No, you'd only have 25 coming in and 49 2/3, but now, you start to break off that curveball. Good to see. You can't rely just on that fastball. And for Senza,
Yeah, I'm falling asleep.
getting all 3 of those dialed in.
Short. And Volpe's retired. That's 8 straight, by the way, for Senza.
Yeah, calling all Jedi, Rebels, and Star Wars fans. The Force is strong at Coors Field. Join the Rockies as they battle the Minnesota Twins on Saturday, July 19th for an epic Star Wars night. Secure this ticket package and receive a limited edition Star Wars themed Rockies t-shirt. So please visit Rockies.com/Star Wars to purchase.
You would be a red leader, Drew.
That's what I assumed.
The red leader in all the movies always is the first one where their ship gets blown up.
Here we go.
Double his first time up. He lines a single to left center field, so 2 outs. That'll bring up LeMahieu. As DJ comes to the plate, he did a whole media scrum on Friday. We all got to individually visit with him afterward. And he said, obviously, other than this weekend, that goes without saying, he goes, I still pull hard for the Rockies. I follow them from afar.
Basically grew up here. Yeah, I know he played some in Chicago, but this is where he established himself. This is where he made the name DJ LeMahieu a household name.
You're saying 100% because it's all about the ground.
DJ's going to roll this to short. Tovar
Damn!
running the bag, and that's all. So after a rough early period, Sensa's in a good space as we go to the bottom of the 4th.
There's a unicorn in Hollywood.
A lineup we
know is incredibly deep. That starting rotation is unlike anything I can remember.
I got them running the National League. I think this is the first of like 4 or 5 straight world championships. This is just an incredible wealth of riches. Strike three swinging. It's a dozen strikeouts for Tyler Glasgow.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
Let's get it started.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns,
Perfect balance. What? Boom.
interviews with the players,
Get back to the fastball.
I know what that passion feels like.
and a little bit
You behave properly. Hey.
of everything else.
Come on, Lawrence.
The window seats are. The baseball day begins with MLB Central. Weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network.
If you're not watching this show, you're the problem.
At MLBShop.com, you can get all the latest officially licensed merchandise for you and your family. But if you really want to level up your game, you can grab something for your dog walker, your Pilates instructor, your swim coach, your neighbor, your accountant, your gardener, your best friend, your bandmate, your boss, your kid's teacher, your mailman. Visit MLBShop.com and stock up on officially licensed on-field merchandise from
Everything
your
is
favorite
expensive on
teams.
there. That's why I'm getting from MLBShop.com because everything's expensive. Why am I falling asleep? Well, we're on a commercial break, so I should be right back. Chat.
It's time now for the UC Health Scouting Report. Ryan Feltner's going to make a couple of rehab starts beginning Tuesday with the Isotopes. Victor Vodnik is getting closer to coming back. It's been in Hartford. And Tyro Estrada, 3 hits, a couple RBIs in a couple of games with Albuquerque. I saw a booming double in Reno last night off the center field wall. Tyro Estrada getting close. Went off that broken wrist. Here's McMahon. Mac lines it foul.
All right, got to score a run here. They're starting. There's some lightning in the area. They're moving people from the upper deck, from center field. So I think they're anticipating some weather. So you got to get that lead as you go into the 5th inning.
You know what? You can start to smell it a little bit. The rain.
Well, and I've watched all of the Rockies grounds crew. It usually sits right by me. They have moved into the Yankees dugout. They're all ready to go. They look like a NASCAR unit.
It's kind of the time they thought it might hit.
CO2. That goes down.
That is 4 strikeouts in a row. 5 of the last 7.
Good arm action with that, then the location makes it even better.
Here's Brett Doyle in a 2-2 ball game.
That's 10 straight. Retired by Will Warren.
Those last 3 starts for Warren, there were 18 innings coming in. There's 3 earned runs, 26 strikeouts, there's 3 walks.
Really, I was looking at all of his pitches and the movement he gets. He gets elite, both horizontal and vertical movement on really both of his fastballs. And then, of course, the sweeper comes into play.
Well, and his sweeper is really starting to move. He got 20 inches of movement last inning onto the punch outs. 1 to Jordan Becker, 1 to Ezekiel Tovar. So 20 inches of vertical movement is just ridiculous. Or horizontal movement. But he also throws from the arm angle 26 degrees. That's kind of that sweet spot to get the ideal movement for your sliders.
It's kind of a lower 3/4 slot. That's what guys back in your era you used to write. Lower 3/4 slot. Now they can tell you exactly the release point.
It seemed like that's what it was. DeGrom changes his arm angle this year.
That's 5 consecutive strikeouts by Will Warren. 7 already.
Well, I think too, he was like, okay, they struck me out on a fastball my first time up, but I saw him throw 3 straight sweepers to the right-handers last half inning. But then he climbed the ladder again.
He has 15 whiffs or A's, 15 swings and misses. That's a career high. And we're in the 4th inning. So the Yankees lost Garrett Cole. And that's a huge omission, clearly, from their rotation and their pursuit of get back to the World Series. But Max Fried's been the best pitcher in baseball. Carlos Rodon's throwing like Carlos Rodon. And this kid, again, a former 8th-round pick, he's opening eyes.
Well, the last 36 games for the Yankees, their starting pitchers, 2.70 ERA. They also lead Major League Baseball in strikeout percentage, 26%.
Sorry about that, Chad. I was talking to my mother.
Phillies are
Talking to my mother, Chad. Sorry about that.
trailing the Astros and Twins.
I need another koozie too, chat. Feelings is supposed to get me one, and that person has not come through, and I need another one because this one's fraying and getting all nasty. You know? I only have so many. Like glue sticks to this. That's the problem.
Going into this series,
I don't think Jess is on anyways.
in OPS on the offensive side,
She doesn't really come into my lives anymore. She used to all the time. But she just lives her life. I don't have a life to live.
the lowest OPS against. That's happened for an entire year.
I want to go out at least twice this week, you know, just to get out of the house.
And the
I don't know what.
27 Yankees.
I don't think Jess is on YouTube anyways. I might get off chat. I'll be on later. I might get off chat. I'll be on later.